before I came to retirement, I was given 2 bits of advice by a close friend, and he said, Michael, don't leave starting new activities after you retire. Think about starting them now. And that's kind of what I did. So I made a conscious effort that whilst work takes up a large part of my life in terms of time, in terms of mental energy, I found it was useful to start thinking about what would be the next part of my life. Pretty much when I retired, I knew that I wanted to join a men's shed. So we started with about a dozen people, and over the 6 years we've grown to 44. And it gives me a focus because it provides me an avenue to try something creative. It keeps my brain active. It gives me a regular activity where I can meet with other like-minded men. And so we share ideas, we share jokes and laughs.
When I retired, I made a very distinct decision that I wanted to do something creative. And whilst when I was working I had a camera, I didn't do very much photography. But then I decided to get seriously interested, and it's really driven, I guess, a number of aspects of my life. It's something that I can share with my wife. She has similar interests, and we do a lot of travel, a lot of photography, a lot of landscape photography in various parts of the world. And so it's been very, very rewarding from that point of view.
And I just really enjoy it, and we just have fun, especially the away trips. I've only been on one so far, and I'm going this year. And the last year we went away and had huge fun, but did some great photography. Went down South Denmark and Albany, and lots of lovely places down there.
Well, we have a 5-day field trip coming up where we're going to be doing a lot of moving around through the bush in the Midwest region. The guys are all a similar age. We have generally got professional backgrounds, and so we know we can talk about all sorts of things. So whilst we're here to talk about photography, the discussion can go anywhere. You know, we can talk about what happened in world affairs. We can talk about even some personal things. People obviously feel more comfortable that if they have a personal health issue or a family worry, sometimes we'll chat about those things too, either in a small group or one-on-one.
And so that's been great in terms of developing friendships, getting help from people and you know, this particular group, everybody is very helpful. So yes, it's been very enriching socially.
Coming to Australia late in life, in the year 2000 in fact, I don't have a great deal of, or not many what you would call old friends here. I've got a few good acquaintances. I just lost one actually, which was really sad. So this is actually very important for me socially. Yeah.
So we're not about competing, we're about sharing the knowledge we have, but also trying to encourage each other just to try something a little bit different. And so that's really our whole focus, is to make it engaging, and hopefully someone can go away and say, I didn't know that, and they've learned something for that day.
First of all, when I first came to photography, I thought, I wasn't sure if it was for me, because obviously a number of people have been here for some time. Some of them are quite close friends and do other things together. So one feels a little bit of an outsider, but I found that if I joined in more, I benefited more. So I was perhaps waiting for someone to do something for me when I actually needed to do something for myself and for others.
Being active is really a key. And of course, from that point of view is keeping an eye on your health. And you know, if you're concerned about elements of your health, then you go and seek professional assistance and make sure that, you know, if you're given a course of action, that you follow it. And men, I think in particular, are not very good at doing that sort of thing. But if you worry, you see about it, you don't put it off.
That when we come here, there's no pressure to perform, You can kind of just be. You can do things at your own pace. And so that's another piece of advice, I suppose, is don't be pressured. You've got time. And generally, now that we're retired, the time we have means you can do things well. So you're not rushing. And so being in the moment, spending time to just look at simple things, even if it's just a sunset, or it's looking at a river flowing by. There's just so much to see if you just slow down and just admire what's happening around you.